Now, Michael, how many Michaels do you give Bugonia?
Out of 10 Michaels, I'm giving it 8.
8 Michaels?
I'm giving it 8.
I'm giving Bugonia 4 Michaels.
We are so far apart on this one.
Very different.
We're so... You thought it was more bad than good.
Yes.
What didn't you like about it?
I understand and appreciate the artistic vision of it.
Yes.
Now we're talking about movies. There are going to be spoilers, okay? This is your spoiler warning for Bugonia.
Okay.
You know that Michael liked it. You know that I didn't really like it that much. So let's start light on spoilers and then gradually get deeper.
Yeah, because I will be talking about the ending.
Right. I think the ending was very bold. And I actually appreciated the choice that they made. And I appreciate the conversation that makes you have about mental health and perception and trauma. And I get it. You don't disagree? You disagree with that statement?
With the ending made you think about all that?
Yes. And I'll explain that.
I'll get into my side of things later.
I just don't think this story was the right story for this movie. I think the story would have served so much more in an actual like thriller, horror, something like that. Something that wasn't relying on absurdity. I think Emma Stone and Jesse were fantastic, as they always are. But like, I just don't like
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, and I just don't. I don't know. I was just kind of bored, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, like I was like, there's some shocking moments for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I just like it. Just felt very vanilla until a couple moments where I was like, okay, and then they kind of leaned into some of the absurdity with the ending, which again I appreciated, but it's just I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy my time.
This reminds me of The Long Walk. When we saw The Long Walk, we were on opposite ends. And I was saying a lot of the things that you're saying right now about The Long Walk. I'm completely opposite on this one. I was engaged the entire time. In a way also that I'm like evaluating how much I enjoy a movie is, am I wondering what time it is? Am I wondering if someone's texted me? Am I wondering how much time there is left in the movie? Or am I feeling like it's dragging? I didn't feel like any of that during this movie. I was engaged and I was entertained and sitting there like patiently. And which is why I'm surprised that you found it boring. And I really appreciated Dawn and Teddy's characters. I feel like they're characters that you don't see a lot of in movies. Like they seemed very realistic, especially Dawn. Like I feel like everyone knows someone like Dawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone felt like a victim in this. Everyone did in a different way. And I really like empathized with a lot of them.
I mean, Dawn never had a moment in this film, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Like Dawn never there was no I think there's a redeeming moment for Dawn. Like
redeeming?
Dawn is just a tragic story.
Yeah.
And I get the whole movie is just tragic. In a lot of ways. But it's like there was no. This movie really doesn't have any redemption at all. Like the story just kind of ends, you know? Like it just doesn't.
I did think that I was gonna give it a 9, and then the ending kind of killed it for me. Here's something I told your mom and your wife when the movie was over,
which is why they didn't have the keys to get back.
I said that there's a quote that says, "Art is supposed to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable." This movie was disturbing, but it was disturbing in an artistic way to me. The score, the music was so well orchestrated.
I thought the music was just trying a little bit too much. Like it felt so forced to me. Like I just don't like everything about it. Just kind of felt forced. I don't.
No,
I just don't.
I thought I can kind of understand why, because the music was very grand. So I can understand why you would think it was maybe too dramatic or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like the situation is very dramatic. So I felt like it was appropriate.
But you know what? We say that, but also and I get it with Emma Stone's character that, with the twist being what the twist is, there was, she was a little bit too calm, like too like, okay, like she's been through this before, and maybe she has. Like maybe that's a question we're left talking about.
Yeah.
But like it was just too. It didn't like.
I appreciated that because we've seen before some crazy person kidnap someone and
we've seen how we think it's supposed to be, right?
Exactly. This was a different version of that. They're being kidnapped for a reason we've never seen before, and they're behaving in a way we've never seen before. And even the people who are doing the kidnapping are different than the kidnappers that we think of. I thought everything about it was fresh, and I was engaged. It wasn't just fresh and like, okay, they tried something and it didn't land to me.
Listen, I like I said, I like the boldness. Like I like the choice they made, and now looking back, like the way Emma's character reacts makes sense.
Yes.
But the problem is like I didn't enjoy it enough to be like, oh my gosh, this is why she was like this. This is why she's not behaving like a normal person. Like I didn't have that moment because it wasn't like, I was just like, I'm not enjoying this, and the twist wasn't enough of a payoff for me to be like, okay.
Yeah, okay, so here's the ending. The ending is that Emma Stone's character actually is an alien.
Right.
Which is exactly what Jesse Plemons thought, and the entire movie is set up to make him look crazy.
Right.
And so then the twist is that he was right the whole time.
And that was my thing about, like, I appreciate like the thought of like the mental health, because the whole time you're made to believe like this person is mentally ill.
Yes.
Like there's something severely wrong with his brain. And there's a lot of things that are just left like, you did not explain anything at all. Like the random like flashbacks with the black and white, like we didn't dive into that really at all. And that drives me nuts.
Those to me,
I don't like when they do that.
Those to me are almost like dream sequences where they're supposed to be like ephemeral almost.
Right.
You know what I mean? And also the fact that like they're weird as shit, I think plays into the fact that he is mentally ill. So I actually thought that they were a cool glimpse into his psyche.
Yeah.
And I feel like there were other conversations that were very symbolic. Like I think even the writing, there's some moments that are very symbolic.
Because of the twist being what the twist is. I think that loses the meaning.
Exactly, and that's why I don't like the ending. It's funny because you like the ending, but to me, I'm like,
no, I like the choice.
Okay.
I appreciate because I think like we talked about this with like Stranger Things. Like you can't let all the characters be okay.
Yeah.
Like that can't be the ending every single time.
Yeah.
There's no artistic credibility to the main characters getting exactly what they want every single time. There's like, that doesn't work. So you have to be able to make the choice to be like, okay, you know what? The world's going to end. Like there is just going to be a sad ending. That's how the movie is. I appreciate when they do things like that. Like, especially in like big IPs, right? I'm okay when you kill off like Harry Potter. If Harry Potter died, I would have been okay with it. Like, I like the choice. I just don't think the choice has to justify everything I've seen though.
Yeah. You know what? By the time we figured out she was an Andromedan, I was already so like out of it. I was like, okay, this ending is kind of like bullshit to me. It kind of ruins a lot of what they were trying to do. That when they like destroyed the Earth, I was like, whatever. Like we're already just doing a bogus ending anyway.
Right.
So I was like, okay. Like your mom was very upset that they destroyed the Earth, but I was like, she was supposed to not be an alien the entire movie, and now you're suddenly invested in the fact that she's an alien. My thing is that the movie is supposed to be about mental illness and like the power difference in society, right? And then by making that person actually an alien, one, Jesse Plemons' character is no longer mentally ill, and two, it's no longer about the power difference like in society. So actually like the points that you were trying to make are completely undermined by that ending. That's my take on it. If she actually just was a normal person, I think I would have given it a 9 out of 10. Because
or if like it was speaking to the fact that, you know, like these corporations are acting as if they are aliens. You know, they are acting like they don't have any humanity to them.
But they kind of already were doing that by the fact that Emma Stone, when she was kidnapped, she was like, okay, here's what's going to happen.
Right.
The police and the FBI are going to come and they're going to fight. Like the fact that she was already acting so differently than we expected. Like, and you had mentioned that. You were like, why would she act like that? It's like, because she's not like us.
Right. But that's what I'm saying though. You take away that like messaging, be like, yeah, she's just an alien.
But you were already supposed to get that feeling about her because she's like a CEO.
Yeah,
right?
but now it's like, I don't feel that way because now I'm like, oh, there wasn't really any deep thought. She's an alien.
She's just, exactly. The ending completely killed it for me. But until that point, I was like, whoa, this is talking about stuff that a lot of people actually think about in a fresh and unique way, which I love. It doesn't rely on a franchise. It's not a legacy sequel. It's not a reboot. It's its own thing.
I do appreciate that this movie exists.
You gave it a 4.
Yeah, but I still appreciate that these movies... Like, I appreciate the ability to give this movie a 4.
You think it was more bad than good?
But that's not the point, though. The point is I appreciate that movies like this still exist.
Okay.
I appreciate that the theater was full. Like, I appreciate that we're taking swings. Because just because I didn't like it doesn't mean, like... I mean, you gave it 8. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I thought it hit.
Like, not every movie is made for every person.
Yeah.
Like, so that's fine. Like, I agree with you. Like, I agree that these movies exist. It doesn't matter that I didn't enjoy it. I'm glad they exist.
Yeah. And I appreciate, again, like, some of the subtleties that they did. Like, the fact that, like, as time went on, like, there was, like, this overview of Earth, and it got more and more flat to symbolize the fact that, like, in my mind, I was like, this is how Jesse Plemons' like worldview became, where he was like, I was like a normal person, then the more time went on, like the deeper I got into this rabbit hole and this echo chamber, and then all of a sudden, like, this is what I see, this is my reality, right? So again, the ending where that's actually what's going on, like, takes away from me. Or maybe we're supposed to relate with Jesse Plemons' character. Maybe we're supposed to be like when we see that ending, we're supposed to be like, oh, this is what they actually think is going on. You know what I mean? Like, that's how real it is to them. I don't know.
I think also,
and that's how dire the circumstances are. Like, the consequences, the risks are so fucking high. It's the entire world. I don't know.
Do you think it means anything because he was right at the end, right? Do you think it means anything that, like, I'm sure he had, like, a traumatic, like, he was abandoned by his father.
Yes.
Some weird things with the babysitter.
Yes, you're right.
The whole parents thing. Like, do you think it actually, like, means anything that he's, like, of his mission, so to speak? Because all those things are something that typically stays with the person, but he blows them all off throughout the movie. He's like, humanity's in danger, humanity's in danger, humanity's in danger, my traumas don't matter.
I think you're right. The movie is also about trauma, and I think like his mental health is supposed to be in some way a coping mechanism for that trauma. So again, I do think that the ending takes away from everything that they were trying to say, unfortunately. I still think and that ending, 5 minutes of the movie too. Yeah. So it's like if they had, like, essentially cut the movie, if they went to credits when she's in the ambulance, that could have been a good ending too. And to me, it would have boosted the movie. So I'm not going to dock it a ton of points based on
There's
that.
one thing. The ending lost a lot of momentum for me because there's a moment where you kind of, there's that reveal of, like, hey, she's telling you I'm an alien and she's not lying. That made sense. I was like, oh my goodness, she actually is an alien. Because, like, she had the opportunity to run away and she didn't. She stayed to confront him after what she saw. I was like, oh, you're for real.
Yes.
And then they go right back into the, maybe she's not.
Yeah.
Like, making you think, like, when she's going back and she's, like, acting weird. She's saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
And she's playing with a calculator.
Yeah.
And she's taking him in the closet. Like, they killed, I think it was, like, they're trying to be creative and they're trying to play with the is she not. But I think it actually just killed the momentum of the ending.
Yeah, I did like the reveal that he was, like, a serial killer, though. I agree that I don't like the fact that she, like, if she wasn't an alien, I don't like the fact that she stuck around. I thought that scene I thought they gave great performances, though.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
So I was like, I'm like, oh, this is a cool scene. It wouldn't make sense for your character's motivation. Maybe if she wasn't an alien, I'd be like, maybe she's such a powerful woman and always feels like she's in charge that she feels the need to, like, confront him and win on some level or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It killed the momentum for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, anyway, it sucks that we're so far apart because also your mom and your wife didn't really enjoy the movie either. So yeah. I was kind of upset that I was the only one who actually thought it was a good, and I'm going to use the word film. Hate to be pretentious, but I thought it was a good film.